We're good. All right, so we are here. Derek Forrest, Cameron Justice, web
Digital content producer,
extraordinaire,
web extraordinaire,
whatever we want to call it. We are in the media room watching the NFL draft, but we want to take this time not only to talk about the draft, but talk about what the Browns are going to potentially be doing at pick number 26. But a real quick recap as we follow some like Ohio State guys. We had two quarterbacks already taken off the board at 1 and 2, with Trevor Lawrence going to Jacksonville and Zach Wilson going to the Jets out of BYU. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but
and Trey Lance now number 3 overall pick to the 49ers.
Yeah, so Justin Fields, not the second quarterback taken out of the draft like I predicted.
Yeah, you kind of thought he was going to fall. He has not been getting the love I think that a lot of people here appreciate for him. So we'll see now where he does fall, because a lot of people are saying maybe he went at 3, maybe the 49ers took him at 3, and they did not. They've got Trey Lance now, so we'll see what happens with Justin Fields. But the Browns aren't picking for a long time. For the first time in a long time.
Yeah, no kidding. Tina Wolf watching from Florida. Welcome into the stream, Tina. But yeah, the Browns picking at 26, so we're not expecting a pick till like 11 o'clock tonight.
Very late. You guys might be asleep.
if not later. But it's one of those situations where for the first time in a long time, the Browns don't have a glaring need that they have to pick up, especially at the quarterback position, running back position, things like that. They've been focusing on defense all off season. We expect that will probably be what they do at number 26. Maybe another edge rusher to help out Jadeveon Clowney and help out Myles Garrett. Maybe a linebacker, because really they're still not too deep at linebacker. They brought in Tack McKinley. They've got Sione Takitaki. They've got Jacob Phillips, who's hopefully going to be healthy this year, but they definitely have a need at linebacker as well.
And you could see them take a cornerback though too, just to provide that depth. You do have some really talented players coming in, but Andrew Berry has said time and time again he loves his cornerbacks. You can never have too many cornerbacks, and you saw that with the depth with Denzel Ward. He's a great player, but like any cornerback in this league, there are injuries, and you have to prepare for that. I think that might be something they look at too. There's a lot of possibilities, but nothing is as drastically important as that quarterback that for years and years, everyone knew that the Browns were going to take a quarterback, or there was a desperate need. Now it's kind of just depth and talent, just adding and bolstering this already incredible roster, which is a really good position to be in.
Yeah, and we're also talking about a potential chance for the Browns to maybe not even select somebody in the first round.
They could trade down,
because they could be so far back in the draft that at 26 you're going to pick more than likely best talent available as opposed to need, and best talent available may not fit their need in the first round, so they could move back and draft early second round on Friday as well.
And I mean, that is a big possibility. Andrew Berry also talked about that. He said he's not married to picking in this first round, so who knows what he does. There's so many options, and I mean, you can throw them around all day, but because there's so many different things that he could do, because it's not that important, it opens this whole thing up, and I don't think anyone is really confident in what the Browns are going to do.
Yeah.
But no matter what, it's going to be something that is a depth provider or just a little boost of talent, just in case. And linebacker could be one of those things where it's okay, let's get this guy, see what he does, because like you said, it is a kind of position of question, one of the biggest, but yet still they've got their starters pretty much, so it's anyone's game right now.
Yeah. Pretty much everybody returning on the defensive side of the ball that were key performers last year, with the exception of Sheldon Richardson, who right now is still out there, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that he comes back and signs with the Browns after the draft is done. Because I kind of felt like getting rid of Sheldon Richardson or releasing him was kind of a money move until they signed these draft picks, and we could see Richardson back here again, but you never know.
Oh, absolutely.
One of the interesting things that I saw, and I don't know if you had ever heard it, defense, says Stephen Keller, go Browns. But one of the things that I thought was very interesting, Andrew Berry, I believe, said it the last time he spoke to the media, was that they went into the draft with over 1,000 guys on their board. Yep. And then they were able to narrow it down to about 170 or something like that. Yeah, that's incredible that you were evaluating 1,000 players for the NFL draft. But that goes to show how much the front office, how much Andrew Berry is looking into improving this team.
Absolutely. They know what they're doing, and this feels strange. You can have some confidence. There is a plan, a strategy going into it, and it's not just, maybe the best player available. It's the best player available plus those analytics that drive that, and there's an in-depth factor looking into these players to see how they not only fit the team, the locker room, but schematically, and it's a really cool thing to see how this plays out. I'm really excited to see what Andrew Berry does here, and I like Steven said, I think it's going to be defense.
Yeah, and for those of you in the chat right now, I'd love to know who you think the Browns are going to go out and go after, or what position of need do you think the Browns should go out after as well. So, but I got a chance to talk to David Njoku today.
You did.
And we talk about what Andrew Berry is doing. This also comes off of the heels of what John Dorsey was able to do too, though. The draft class that he had, in addition to what Andrew Berry is now bringing in, is showing exactly what direction the Browns need to go in moving forward. And so far, they've been doing an outstanding job. But of course, all of that, at the end of the day, is still going to be totally reliable on what Baker Mayfield does at the quarterback position. And hopefully, going into year 4, he got the option picked up for year 5. Hopefully, he can turn things around. But we are seeing a Browns team that, for the first time in a long time, a couple of years ago, we were talking about the expectations of winning a Super Bowl, but Super Bowl is now like a very strong possibility.
It's in the realm of possibilities, and it's way up there right now, which is crazy to think. And David Njoku joins a lot of his teammates in that idea. They all think that, this is the team. This is the team that could do it. They think that they're going to be a little scary. They're going to look a lot better than they even did last season. And that's when you saw them go to the playoffs. So here we are, with a ton of potential going into this season. I don't think that they can go wrong here. This draft is almost just supplemental to their roster.
Right,
I mean, there's no glaring needs, like you said, and I think the players are really excited about that too, because it's not, if you miss, if whoever you draft is a bust, it's all right, because you've got a solid roster as is.
Yeah, I was glancing over at the TV because Atlanta just selected, and it was not Justin Fields off the board. So I just went to see who they were going at. But you said there is no wrong pick. There is one wrong pick, and that's running back. If they select a running back, you'll go, what is going on here? But
that
no,
is fair.
Kyle Pitts, the tight end out of Florida, is going to Atlanta. That was pick number 4. Just wanted to update everybody on that. But we're going to be keeping an eye out on what the Browns do all night long, whether they stay at 26, whether they make a trade to go into the second round, or who knows, maybe they make a trade to move up. You never know exactly what's going to happen as the night unfolds.
You'll see, and there is the possibility too of trading those picks. You've got a ton of second round or second day and third day picks to deal and package. Maybe you get a player, maybe you get another pick, maybe you move up, maybe you move down. You have so many different options here that I think it's really it's anyone's game. Anything could happen in this draft for the Browns, and nothing's happened yet. We're moving. This is a slow round. Like we said, their pick's going to be around 11 o'clock or later tonight, so you guys get to stay up late to see who the Browns are going to add to their roster.
Yeah, and when we do know, we will be hopping back on Facebook to discuss that pick, what it means for the Browns, what the Browns had to say about the pick if they hop into a Zoom call pretty early. We'll have all that coverage, continuing coverage right here on Facebook, as well as all of our other channels, website, and obviously News 5 at 11. We'll have extensive coverage as to what happened throughout the night, what happened to the Ohio State guys, and all the Browns picks.
So you got to stay up late.
All right, so do we want to wrap that up?
We can wrap this up, and we'll get ready for that Browns number 26 pick, or higher, maybe lower. No matter what happens, we will keep you up to date on the News5Cleveland.com website, the News 5 Cleveland app, on our social channels, and of course, join us again later tonight for this another Facebook Live to see what the Browns are going to do here tonight. I cannot wait to find out.